This is Thursday, October 13th, and I'm going to be vlogging over the next several days, little snippets here and there of the process of butchering these chickens. Currently we have 52 chickens, which is the same number that we started out with, and barring any unforeseen disasters, that's how many we should actually have in our freezer when this is all said and done. And you can see they are humongous. I'm sure some of them weigh a good 10 pounds, and they are 7 weeks old. So yeah, they grew very quickly, which is what this breed is supposed to do. Our plans are to butcher at least a third of them this Saturday, and then do a third next Saturday, and then finish them up the Saturday after. But my husband is now thinking that we may butcher some throughout the week, and try to get it done in 2 weeks instead of 3. So we'll just see how it goes. We have a few birds that are still pretty small. They're hens, and they didn't grow as fast. So we'll see. We'll see how big they are in the next week or so. It looks like they might need a little bit more feed. I can't, when I put them to bed at night, I don't give them any food. So they've got another couple hours before I'll put them to bed tonight. So I might give them a little bit more food. But anyway, here's the chicks. And then we've got this canopy up, and this is going to be the gutting and cleaning station. It's not set up exactly how it's going to be on the day, but this is just what we've got going on right now. Tentatively, this table is going to be used for the gutting of the birds, because it's metal, and I'll probably put a vinyl tablecloth over it, and we will have some cutting boards. And we'll have a wheelbarrow at the end of the table here to put all the nasties in, and that will get buried. And then this old table here, obviously I will clean it up, scrub it up, and disinfect it. This is where I will be piecing the chickens and putting them in bags. And Olivia is going to be weighing. She'll be weighing the chickens before we cut them up and after they've been dressed, because I want an exact total of how much meat we got when this is all said and done. This is a turkey fryer, and this is not where this is going to be, but this is what we're going to put water in and keep the water hot at the right temperature. I can't remember off the top of my head what the temperature of the water needs to be kept at, but I will fill you in on that later. But you have to scald the birds after you kill them to loosen the feathers. And then this is a sink that my husband built. He got the stainless steel sink off of Craigslist, and he built the faucet out of PVC. And then he's got this little work area here, and then here's a spigot thing that we can hook a hose to, and we can use this to clean the birds after the gutting process and before they get sent to me. They rinse everything out. They rinse the inside of the cavity out and make sure all the nasty stuff is out of there. So that's what this sink is going to be for. And then over here on this side is where the killing cones are. My husband also built these. And right there's the gate, so you can just go in, get a bird, bring it out, and I'm sorry if this is too graphic, but you put the chicken in head first, you pull their head out the bottom, and then you just quickly, without any pain to the bird, cut their head off. And the cone keeps them, because they flop around, everything that dies has that spasm of death, and it keeps it from breaking their wings because it's contained inside of this cone, and then all the blood will be kept in one area as well, and we can just hose this down when we're all done. Now, right now we do not have the chicken plucker out here, and I'm not sure exactly where that will be at. But anyway, I just wanted to give you the first day's chronicling of our process of butchering our chickens. I'm not excited about it at all. I just want it to be over with. I'll be glad when it's done. I'll just put it that way. I have enjoyed raising these birds. They've been a lot of work, and I'm glad they're going to fill our freezer and take care of our family for hopefully a year. All right, this is the first day of our big journey. I'll be back in the next time we have another update. I don't know if anything new will happen tomorrow, but for sure Saturday morning I'll be out here explaining everything that we have it set up and everything. So, all right, we'll see you in tomorrow or in a day or two. Well, it's the big day. We're getting ready to start the butchering process, and I got my hair up in this lovely bun, and I got my apron on. So we're just getting the tables cleaned off, getting tablecloths on them. Scott's working on getting the water hot for the scalding of the chickens. And I let the chickens out this morning, and I can't feed them until we're all done because it's just a waste of food. So they're not exactly happy with me right now. It's a waste of food, and it also makes the butchering process messier because then their crop's full, and so we don't need that. So anyway, we're just getting ready. We'll be back. Okay, so here is the turkey fryer full of water, and we've got a thermometer in there. And we are still not 100% sure what temperature the water needs to be. We will wait till my dad gets here. He's had to run to the feed store real quick because he's the one that will be able to remember. And then over there is the chicken plucker. Scott put gas in it, and he's making sure that it'll start. Hopefully it will. So here is the gutting station. All the yucks will go in there. And Scott and, there, he got it going. Scott and my dad will be working here. We've got these pieces of wood that we sprayed off, and then I've got some of my old plastic cutting boards that I delegated for this job. I bought myself some new cutting boards, so these will just be kept for chicken butchering. So yeah, here he's got it going. Mine and Olivia's station. This is where she'll be weighing the chickens after they've been gutted and feathered, plucked, and all that good stuff. And she's going to record the weight for me. And then this is where I'll be working to piece the chickens. Some of them we'll be keeping whole for roasters, and other ones we will be piecing up. And then we've got the cooler, because as soon as you get them pieced up and bagged up, you got to put them on ice.
And the next,
clean. This bird is clean.
the windpipe and
This bird is clean. This house is clean.
other parts.
Hey, this is good one. Yeah, he's getting the hang of it now. I don't even think it's got any broken bones.
It might depend a little on the bird.
You think?
Yeah. I don't know.
This is one of the hardest parts of the whole bird because it's really slick and they're really tight. Now we're working on opening it up so I can get the entrails out. Gotta be careful I don't cut the intestine.
I smoke
Once in a while that
Maybe I'll
happens
buy
though, in
some.
spite of everything.
next time because we'll be doing this next Saturday too. So, yep.
Saturday after that.
Nope. 3 Saturdays the most.
So
Most
now
we're
I
gonna do.
How many
I'm hoping at
Open
least
up
10 or 12.
have a little more so I can
We'll go until we're ready to be done.
loosening up everything inside as much as possible.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you don't feed the birds, it's kind of hard to find the craw.
Yeah, it is. It's just a
I think I'm getting it, but it's like, okay, I don't see anything else in there.
pulling out the heart.
Should say when you don't
A lot of
feed the
times we
birds
save
at night.
these to eat, but we're not this time. However, I'm going to save the liver, I think.
You can save the livers, all of them if you want, Dad.
Well, they come out, these are young birds, so the liver doesn't stay in whole. Now you got to cut off this part because that's the gallbladder. If you cut into that, the green bile comes out and spoils the meat. We're not saving the gizzard. And my family doesn't want the tail left on. Well, I guess you're going to take the tail
I'll take
off.
the tail off.
So anyway, the bird now needs to be cleaned up a little bit more, and then it's ready to be cut up and packaged.
Then we bring them over to the sink and we just rinse everything out really good and make sure all the, they're as clean as possible before we start piecing them. And we've got buckets underneath to catch the water so it doesn't flood us out. And then we bring them over and weigh them. Is that scale all ready to go?
You got things hanging out at the bottom.
Ew.
I
It's like a bubble or something.
I gotta get this one over and rinse my gloves too. See that? I got bile on it.
So that one weighs 5 pounds, 12 ounces. This one weighs 4 pounds, 13 ounces. Taking off the wings. You have to find the joint, which I'm not very good at, but there it is. So where, Dad? Here or here?
Let me see. Let me see.
Well, kind of in the right place. There it is. All right. Oh man.
I'm sorry, I'm just used to a knife.
Well, I might need to use the knife
You
until
need that neck off too.
Okay.
Now you probably need your knife to get the skin.
And I don't keep this nasty skin.
Oh, you don't?
Mm-mm.
Well, that goes good, and that goes good when you're cooking them necks down for...
Yeah, but then I have all that fat that I have to skim off.
Oh, well.
Saving myself work down the road. Blah.
Yeah, I left that skin on that other bird's neck.
I'll probably peel it off before I
Now
bag it.
you can use them shears real easy on that neck. Now, you don't want that gook on there.
Oh, we don't want no gook. Ugh, lots of gook.
Well, yeah, dressing chicken is pretty much of a gooky job.
It's a gooky job. So I'm going to leave the legs and the thighs together because that's just the way we do things in our house when you're feeding a 18-year-old boy.
Tab, he might need you in there to help him clean up one of them. I see one waddling across there that needs butchering right now.
I think he's got one, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he does.
There we go. That one came off pretty clean. Face, why did your face start itching when you cannot scratch it?
Now, why did you drag the pencils out?
Oh, Bo.
I tell you what, I'll go get that puppy and tie her out here and he'll go to some other county.
Aw, he doesn't like her.
Scared of her.
Bo, scared of a puppy.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, chicken.
The executioner has caught him.
I'm sorry, chicken. Oh. Only we could eat meat without something having to die.
Yeah, somebody put that on Facebook. Why would you raise an animal and kill him when you can go to the store and buy meat so the animal didn't suffer?
Yeah.
Their own need.
Suffered a whole lot more than ours do.
Butcher houses have a.
Nope. I don't want to watch those videos because they make me so
I
mad.
used to work for Sergeant Wetzel.
Time you're ready, Trav.
They bring in hogs in there. They just alive. They throw a chain around their back leg, hang them on up there, and they're hanging up, still alive. And the guy just stuck them. Just let out.
The pigs.
Yeah, they weren't shot or anything. They just
Oh, poor things. Okay, so that's how you do it. Not very fast or slick, but it's done. Okay, so we're done for our first day of butchering, and I finally could feed them because you aren't supposed to feed them while they're. Sorry about that. It's a stupid rooster in the next pen, aggravating the chicken. Anyways, you're not supposed to feed them right before you butcher them because it's a waste of feed and it makes a mess. So yeah, so now I'm feeding them, and we got 13 done today. They started to get down. We got most of the really big ones, and so we just want to let them get some more growth on them. So we're cleaning up the mess. Gonna get all these pans and everything disinfected, and yeah, it went really well. The weather was perfect. No bugs to bother us. What are you doing, Bo? Bo, he was stealing junk out of the gut wagon and taking it off and burying it. So, all right, well, here's the mess. So we got to get this all cleaned up, all these pans and everything washed and disinfected. And I'll let you know when this process is all done how many pounds of chicken we got. Okay, so basically what we need to do before Scott gets home is get the tablecloths back on here and get them cleaned. He wants the hot water thing put where it belongs and filled. And that was the bucket he used to wash his hands. So, he wants the chicken plucker over here. So once we get it all set up, I'll be back and I'll show you what we got done. We put the weighing station over here. Last time we had it on this end of the table, but my scale got wet, and I don't know how waterproof it is, and I really don't want it to get ruined. So we have the weighing station here. We've been keeping track of the weights, and we did 13 chickens last time. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's pounds, that's ounces. So they will all run in the 5-pound range, except for the last few that we did. We got down into the 4-pound range, and that's why we stopped. That's why we only did 13, because we really want them up past 6 pounds if we can. We'd like them past 6 pounds. Yeah, that bucket's full. This is full. Looks like you did a good job. So this is ready to go. We've got the thermometer so that we know when the water's the right temperature. It really is pretty important, the temperature of the scalding water, because if it's too hot, then when you pluck the chicken, it pulls the feathers off, or it pulls the skin off with the feathers, and you don't really want that. And if it's too cold, then the feathers don't come off very easily, and so it really is important that the water stay at the right temperature. Anyway, I'll try to explain this chicken clucker. I am not mechanical at all, so I don't know how much I can really tell you. This is just a 50-gallon barrel, plastic barrel that we got. Oh, someone gave it to us, and it had sawdust in it, so nothing toxic was in this. And then we had to order these, they were called fingers, rubber fingers, and when we first opened them up, they smelled like tires. So I don't know if they were made from recycled car tires or what. Yeah, they still do kind of smell like rubber. But this was the most expensive part of the whole project, were these fingers. They cost $80, and I think there's 100 of them. And you have to put them in strategically, or else it doesn't work right. So then my husband built this frame for it so that it was portable on wheels, and the wheels lock. And then last year when we used it, he had an electric pump motor from a water pump, and it just did not have enough RPMs, or I don't know what the term is, but just didn't have enough oomph to deal with it. So he put a gas-powered lawnmower engine on it, and it works really well. The only problem we had with it last time was when the belt got wet, it started to slip. Because it was rubber? Because the belt's rubber, and there's no way to really keep it from getting wet. And so it started slipping, and so it started not doing as great of a job. But Scott fiddled with it and tightened some springs and whatnot.
Didn't
so hopefully.
He replace it with metal?
No, I don't think so. He was talking about maybe doing that. But he tightened some springs and things, so hopefully that won't happen again today. So anyway, I think we're pretty much ready to go. The only thing I still need to do is I need to wipe out the coolers, and we'll be ready for when Scott gets home. Bo. Oh, 8.1. Your back's hurting. My back's hurting.
I don't know if I can do it.
Oh.
The butcher's sitting on it.
Bo got himself some intestines.
Ew.
Well, you're getting what you wanted. Getting fryers up around 6 pounds and roasters up around 8. I've had them. I've kept an intentionally got even bigger than 8 a few times. Pretty risky.
Yeah. Well, we're running out of good weather too.
Oh yeah. Yes, we are.
8 pounds.
Yeah, there aren't too many like that in there. I got a couple of the bigger ones there, but I don't think they're as big as that one.
How on earth do you send a package this
Is
thing?
that the big one that we were talking about?
Yeah.
We need to get some bigger bags.
Well.
What's that thing that has like that green stuff in it?
Oh, gallbladder.
Bo bit into it and he stopped eating it.
Was that nasty, Bo?
He's like, that don't taste so good.
Oh. What's he doing?
He's trying to bury it with his nose.
Oh, that's funny. He got into the gallbladder.
Ooh.
And so he's trying
Probably stood up.
trying to bury it with his nose.
What are you doing, Bo?
Too bad for anybody to deal with.
You take that bucket and drop these in there.
Silly Bo. Poor Bo. He did not like that.
Oh, what are you doing? You need more?
Oh,
Yeah,
Bobo.
he's getting up in there.
He's gonna make himself sick.
Oh well, he's an outside dog.
Nobody has to clean it up.
Nobody has to clean it up. That's right.
And that would not be fun to clean up.
No.
Not that it is normally.
You know, it's like that silly dog. I think he really knew what we were getting ready to do, and that's why he wasn't eating his dog food. He was just waiting. Major opportunist.
Oh, that's enough.
Go on, Bo. Shoo.
Last time I tried this.
Come here, Bo. Come here. You're a good boy. Yeah. You're a good boy. Stole a foot.
He's got a foot. He's a foot up on the competition. Man.
That's the dog who stole half a chicken off the butchering table last year. Oh, I guess we should be happy he's just getting into the gut bucket. Okay, this is going to be the last time this year that we put the chicks to bed because tomorrow we are finishing up the butchering. So I thought you might want to see how we do it. So here we go. Let's put these guys to bed. that's how we do it, and I'm glad it's the last time for a while that we have to do that, because they really get heavy, and it's quite a workout actually, lifting those heavy birds and chasing them around. So anyway, that's how we do it. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye. So we are done. We got 26 chickens done today, and it only took us 3 hours. And so we just went ahead and just finished them all up. So this freezer is full of chicken, and the only thing in there is down underneath I've got 3 pork roasts. But otherwise this is just chicken. So we have, altogether we have 47 chickens, because we gave some to helpers, people that helped. This freezer, all chicken, chicken, chicken. And we got some pork down there. We still have a turkey from last year that we're going to use for Thanksgiving this year. And then this is our refrigerator down here, freezer. And behind this bread is more chicken. So Scott and I have determined that next year when we do 50 chickens and 2 pigs, we are definitely going to need another freezer, another big freezer. So that is what 47 chickens look like in a freezer. And I'm so thankful that job is done. It's going to be very strange for me tonight to go out and not have any evening chores to do with them, other than taking care of my egg chickens and my ducks. And it just feels so nice and so accomplished to have all of this good meat in this freezer. And I won't have to buy meat at the store for a very long time. So thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you learned something from this video and that you enjoyed it. And until next time, we'll talk to you later. Bye, friends.